Back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Jevin Guralski. How's it going?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good. Of course, obviously people would know you from racing up in that Midwest area around the state of Wisconsin and many other places. So, how has the year been going? So, how has the year gone so far?
Year's been going pretty good. I've always been feel like a top five contender pretty much anywhere I go. Always pretty quick. Got a couple fast times this year. Got my first super late model win, which was very exciting, and haven't had to replace any body parts this year, so that's always a plus too.
Yeah, for sure. So really remind everybody where you are kind of focusing on running this year. Like where could we really find you?
This year I focused on running at Marshfield and Plover for points series, also with the Tundra super late models traveling series. We got one more race this coming Monday for the Tundra race, and that'll end the season off with them. So,
Yeah. You so what is you're running at places like Marshfield and Golden Sands. What is that or it's what they call Plover. What is that what is running those two tracks like for you?
it's a lot different than last year. I focused just at one track at State Park Speedway. They're very different tracks from each other. Uh, Golden Sands is a pretty low grip, small quarter mile, pretty high banking, pretty much turn the whole time, and then Marshfield's decently grip, little low grip, half mile that's flat. So going from racing Golden Sands on Friday and then Marshfield on Saturday, it's been just good for me to get seat time at different tracks, going from track to track and completely different tracks too. So I feel like it's gonna help my driving throughout the years, and I've had fun racing both tracks and almost almost done with the season. Finished the season out with Rookie of the Year at Golden Sands, and we got one more race at Marshfield. So
Yeah. Okay, so I know you've also ran at State Park several times. What was that like for you?
that's a really fun track. Probably my favorite track in a big car. It's just a lot. It's different than a lot of other tracks. It's low grip. You really got to throttle it. There's different lines that you can run. Repaving the outside in 3 and 4 really helped get the grip up there. This year we really started to figure out the high side, and it was really fun just getting past cars pretty much high and low there.
Is it gonna be weird not going back to that place next year?
Yeah, for sure. That's where I grew up. Um, Pretty much been there since I've came out of the womb. So even in the womb, my dad raced there since he was 14. Um, I've been there. I started racing there when I was 8. Got my first win there. It's really gonna be sad not being able to go back.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think all three. I mean, your dad and your older brother, you and your younger brother have all raced there. So two
Yep.
generations of your family, including all three of you. What is that like just to see the three of you just go out and compete there?
Yeah, it's really cool. That we all got wins there too. Um, I think it's probably where we got all of our first wins even. Um, we got a lot of championships there too. Me and my brother. It's really cool that my dad got to grow up down the road. That's where my grandparents live, so we've always been there. And yeah,
Yeah. Okay, so this year really alone, what have you noticed any improvements this year that you've picked up on?
yeah, for sure. I feel like I can definitely run up with the top guys in Tundra. The start of the season was a little rough at Kakana. Just didn't have the speed. It's also my first time in the new car. I definitely feel like I picked up some more speed just in how I drive now, and also, I try to respect everyone as much as I can, and it helps respect them. I get respect back. So
Yeah. Really you got this big race at Golden Sands coming up on Monday with the Tundra Championship. Obviously you have a lot of experience there. What's it going to take to have a really solid day at that place?
Definitely gonna need a good long run car. It's gonna be be more a daytime race. We always have a fast car in qualifying. Got quick time there for the Trickle 99. Was in the top five for the last 100 race there. So we're just gonna have to try to get the speed into the race setup and have a good car in the long run.
Okay, so just I know you've had a very busy summer working and racing and all that. How do what's that like to just balance, working a job and as well as just racing? And of course, next week you start school again.
Yeah, I work Monday through Thursday, um, till 7. So I'm pretty much in the shop whenever I get home, working on the car and doing whatever. And then the good thing is I get off on Friday when we race, so can sleep in a little bit on Fridays before going sands usually. But other than that, it's not too horrible. I get to pretty much fills up my whole summer, so I'm never bored.
You're a junior, right? Coming up this year,
Yep,
right?
yep,
Are you excited for your junior year?
sort of. I heard it's gonna be a hard one, so
Well, the junior year is your most important year, but it's also
yep,
that's it's kind of what everybody says. So,
yep.
um, but I think this year, what do you want to accomplish these last few races of the year before you think about 2025?
Yeah, for sure. I want to get a for sure want to get a Tundra win. Try to get this one coming up on Monday. Also, the state championships in Jefferson. I'm gonna be bringing my late model there. That'll also be really cool if I can get the state championship. So definitely the two goals I have coming to the end of the season, and then we'll see what happens.
All right. All right, Jevin. Thanks so much for the time as always, and we'll talk to you soon, okay?
Yep, thank you.